remember when you and I went to a club and they had glow sticks? You and I were the only people that went to this club. Do you remember this?
Of course. We were dancing like this and doing all this kind of shit. Yeah. Woo!
We went to this club. I don't know how we went there. It must have been an indie show. Couldn't have been ECW because it was only you and I. But we were at
You know what?
club.
It's all such a blur.
I don't think you really remember
you
the
know
story.
That?
You don't remember the story. We were listening to the people through the walls. Do you remember all this? I remember it like it was yesterday.
No, I don't remember this at all.
In the room, we were.
Are you sure it was me?
I am 100% positive it was you. And we went to this club. There's a good chance it was me. Everybody had glow sticks, and you were going up to people. And you were just saying the most obscene shit that you could think of. And people were like, get out of my face. Like he was healing people with the glow sticks. It was so fun. It was great. But I don't even
remember the BAM light?
Yes. Oh my God. Sales reminded me. Can you tell the story? Can you tell that story? That's a good one. We're not even getting into you with your comeback yet, but this is a good story.
Well, I think we might have been in like Lauderdale. I forgot where we were. We were out somewhere, and we were out at a club, and for some reason, like the bouncer had this light that if there was a fight on the dance floor, they would use this light to shine, to like light up the whole entire club. And somehow me and Danny got the light in our hands. And we kept turning it on. Every time somebody would walk by, we would bam them. We would take this, it's like the light on the front of a freight train. And we had the button to turn it on, and we had it in our hands. And every time somebody would walk by, we would go bam and turn the light on, and people were like falling down. People were spilling drinks all over the place, going blind, crying, falling off the bar. I mean, it was all kinds of shit happening. And we were bam lighting people the whole night.
Yeah, because we were all sitting at the bar and it was real dark. And then when that light turned on, it was just like a halo was around the curtain. That was Fort Lauderdale.
Sun came out all of a sudden.
That's so great. Oh my God.
Ridiculous.
There were so many. Well, we have to talk about more stories, but I want to talk to you first about this comeback because you were gone for like 17 years. No one saw you.
I kind of took a little time off. I figured, I needed a little break.
Okay.
Well, to be honest, Franny, I never really. I was out of the business for reasons that are just life. You know what I mean? Like I had kids and a family and, I have 5 children and, wrestling just wasn't enough to support my family. I just wasn't making the money, whether I wasn't any good at it or whatever the fuck it was, whatever the reason. I just didn't make money and I couldn't survive doing it. And when I was doing independent shows at the time, I was doing it for money and I wasn't doing it because I loved to do it. I mean, I still love to do it, but I was really doing it more for the money and it just wasn't fun anymore because I was working a regular job during the week, 2 regular jobs during the week. Plus on the weekends, I was bouncing at clubs, wrestling on the weekends. So, I mean, I was literally working like every single day, 7 days a week, 2 to 3 jobs. Sometimes I would wrestle a show in the morning on Saturday, like an early show, like a noon show, and then a late show, and then leave the second show and go to the club and bounce till 5 o'clock in the morning, get up, go do another show, drive a few hours, come back, show up at the club at midnight and work till 4 o'clock in the morning. And I just was so burnt out. Yeah. And I kept trying to hold on to the business because I loved being in the business, but it just wasn't sustainable anymore. And I just came to the reality that if I didn't make it at that point, that I had just way too much responsibility as a man, as a father. I grew up without a dad. And I didn't want my kids to grow up without a dad around, whether I was alive. My father died when I was young. And I didn't know him. I didn't have a relationship with him. And I didn't want that for my children. I just, nothing was more important to me than having a relationship with my children. It's still the most important thing with, you know, with my family, my wife, my family. So I just decided it was time to step away from it all. And I did. I mean, I did one show in 2013 because I wanted my kids to see me do it at least one time. So I got in shape a little bit. I did a show, me and Nova did a show together. And at the time, I was like, that's probably going to be the last show I'll ever do. And that was 2013. That's 11 years ago. And, you know, over the course of the 11 years, I kind of let my health go a little bit. I wasn't in shape. I really let myself get, you know, go far in the wrong direction. And, you know, about 2 years ago, I really started to get control of my life again, like get in shape and get healthy and all that other stuff again, and working out and back into martial arts training. And my kids are older now. My youngest is going to be 17, and they didn't really remember me doing it. And I just said, yeah, I know. Can you believe that? I just said, if I'm ever going to have a chance to do it again, I'm going to do it again now. And I decided to just, I called Brian, you know, I called Brian Myers. I went down to Creator Pro. I worked out for a while, a couple of times in the ring, just to, first of all, to see if it was even possible, because again, I had been away for 11 years, and it was like, I stepped back into the ring and it was like I never left. I mean, of course, I'm not, you know, I'm not that guy anymore.
You're always going to be that guy.
Well, but you know, physically, of course, I had major back surgery. You know that, right? In 2008, I had my whole lower back. I had, you know, a 5-level fusion in my lower back. I had that done, and you know, my neck is still pretty bad. I have 7 herniated in my neck, so I probably shouldn't be doing this at all. But I'm taking it slow. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm coming back into the business, but listen, I did a show for Brian. And then I did another show Saturday night. Those are the first 2 shows that I've done. I don't have anything else booked right now. I haven't planned
Chris,
on.
Let me stop you. You are the tag team champion of the world now. So the booking.
Yes, I am.
You are. So you're going to get booked in that Fed. You know that.
People have been asking me to work. I haven't answered really anybody. You know, to be honest with you, my wife is really against me working.
Of course she is.
She doesn't want me to do it. And I don't blame her, because listen, I really have suffered physically for a long time. But again, I let my health go in a lot of different areas. I just was so busy working. I just didn't pay attention to that. I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing those things, and I am doing those again. So I feel good. I did that one show. I felt good. I feel fine. I would like to do some more. But we'll see.